Hello everybody. We are shortly back again with what I hope is the last part of Castle of the Winds, King Lifthransir's Bane. Let me check to see if everything's coming out right. Looks like it is. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think we can talk to Jarl right now, but not like that makes much of a difference. Motive detect, pointless at this point. And like, even this is pretty much max on strength anyway. So let's head down there and see what we can do, as I like to say. Okay, so one thing at a time. These things need to go. Okay, how are you immune to lightning? That was a little bit weird to see that, but that is not cool. How about you? You're not immune to lightning. Neither are you. Oh my gosh. How in the world do you spawn it way down there? Oh gosh. Come over here. Not the castle white. Don't want to have anything to do with you. Can you stop? Oh my gosh. Okay. Finally, I'm gonna have to activate. Okay. I don't know what that restores. Definitely didn't restore my intelligence, so. Oh gosh. Just when you think you remember what things do, then you actually remember, and it makes you feel like an idiot. Hey, you were supposed to tell me about that. Not trying to be a stickler. I'm trying to correctly understand what the heck I am up against. Oh. Well. 221. Now I can get my armor up to 226. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I'm an idiot. Anyway, you're gonna see me doing stuff like this ahead of time just because I should have taken care of it later. Well, not had to have taken care of it at all, but I was too stuck up when I wanted to just take care of the, what was it called? The white by hand. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. What is this scrolling potion? Oh yeah. Restore that intelligence. What's like 28 mana? Yeesh. Finally. Okay. I am not making the same mistakes ever again with you. Never. So, before this, I was watching the Counter-Strike Global Offensive finals. Cloud9 somehow managed to win one. I think that was absolutely amazing, but I also don't know exactly how they managed to do it. Seems like strategy managed to beat out pure skill on, what was it? Pure skill was Phase's forte. Now I got his attention. The Demon Lord Surtur. And he is fast and susceptible to lightning. As you attack Surtur for the first time, you see him pause a moment, amazed that a mortal would strike a god. Then his eyes open wide as he realizes who it is that has attacked him. He roars in fury and says, "What? I thought my minions would have taken care of you already. No matter. I will deal with you as easily as I dealt with your father and grandfather before you. While I have not yet mastered the full powers of the helm," admittedly it's been like 20 years, "I still have the legions of Muspelheim and Niflheim at my command. Come forth, my servants, and let this mortal have a taste of fire and ice. You see the Surtur make a commanding gesture with his hands, and the gate opens beside him. Now he's starting to summon spiked demons and abyss fiends, which can summon more spiked demons. He's barely scratched from ball lightning, but nevertheless, it's going to take a lot. So he uses a whirlwind. Surtur summons a whirlwind around you. That was lightning, which I resisted. And he used another whirlwind. Trying to take out that stuff that's in front of him. So now he's barely scratched. Surtur reels in the fury of your attack. Surtur gasps as your weapon strikes home. And now he's summoning stuff, but it's way out there. What? Got past his guard and struck a hit. Now he's summoning things that are nowhere near. He's injured. Staggering from my furious assault. Gonna cast healing. He's heavily injured. Activating the elixir of speed helps. Now he's critically injured. What better way to end a critically injured Surtur than with a bunch of magic arrows? Magic arrow after magic arrow. And the Surtur vanishes. Now things are finally realizing that they're being attacked. And I am incredibly fast, so and I've killed all of his legions now. He's there, healing. But I need to take the fight to him. I have mana, and I can cast more spells. I'm slashing. And I'm killing more attacks. A whirlwind. He's hitting me with lightning, and I've got him down to critically injured. More magic arrows. Ball lightning. Surtur vanishes again. But having the incredible speed I do is such a boon. He's heavily injured. Heavily injured again. Still heavily injured. Critically injured and vanishes. So Surtur can teleport, I think, a bunch before we finally take care of him. We may be able to detect him, but it's not going to make the biggest difference. I need to be able to kill him. He vanished again. Keeps using teleport. Now I can start using teleport. Oh, okay. And the sorter has vanished again. So on the hardest difficulties, I think he just keeps going around. On the easier ones, I'll only do that once or twice. So he definitely can take a giant beating. As you attack starter for the first time, yeah, okay. So it's somehow making the same dialogue as it was earlier. You see a gate open around the wavering form of the bleeding, battered Surtur as his earthly form dissolves before you. His anguished cry chills your heart. Beware, mortal. You may think that you have won this day, but you have earned my eternal hatred and that of all Muspelheim. Guard your back well, for one day. The gate closes with a brilliant flash, cutting off Surtur's curse. When your vision clears, all that remains of Surtur is a dark smudge on the floor and an ornate winged helm. I get it, and it's the Helm of Storms. Now it doesn't have the armor value of what my meteoric steel shelled helm has, but if you want to get back to the first story, normally you can just ring of return, and it says instead the charge is absorbed by the helm. So that means the only other way you can get back to the surface is the long way, the very long way. Okay, something got me there. So this shouldn't take too long. So if you didn't have a helm of detection before, what you can do is take this off, put on the Helm of Storms. Gives you resistance of cold, fire, and lightning. But if I'm correct, yeah. Its armor value isn't as high as the meteoric steel shield helm. So, you have a trade-off there. Just hoping that this particular playthrough will go a little bit better than the last one's ending. That one where it managed to prevent me from getting to the very beginning once again. Looks like my elixir of speed wore off. It means I'm just going on normal speed with the small boost that I get from the speed boots. Yeah, there's a slightly easier way to do that than to directly confront the white. And create a slightly new save file. Basically, I can now go up, I think, to the surface. I'm pretty much there. Don't really need that money, but you know, having 1.3 mil. Young dragons, you think that you have what it takes. I can just tell you you don't. And now I'm on level 1. And there's all these things, little dogs and stuff that's trying to stop me, but not now. Not anymore. So to end the game, you go into the throne room. But in the meantime, I don't plan on doing all this, but I do want to show you some cool little Easter eggs before before we actually do end it. For instance, how is that? Okay. At the armor shop, you have a Helm of Storms. It's worth 600,000, which means you can sell it actually, and you can buy it back. But the point is, you can't. If you sell it and don't buy it back immediately, it's probably going to disappear forever. So that's rough. Don't make that mistake. I never made that mistake, but I did play around in order to figure out what it would actually do under saves. Yeah. Mostly just looking around to see if they had. Yeah. I didn't need any of these, what are they called? Scrolls or potions in the meantime, but if you ever do need those, it's not a bad idea to pick them up. And we can actually talk to the Jarl once more. You return victoriously to town and pay a final visit to the keep. The guards escort you once more to the Jarl's presence, but this time he comes and kneels at your feet. Young champion, he says, the very earth shook with the tidings of your victory. You have proven yourself a mighty warrior. May you prove to be as able a ruler. All that remains for you to do is to return the helm to your grandfather, that it may be restored to Thor, its rightful owner. The Jarl rises and escorts you out of the keep. With a final nod to the lord of the keep, you make your way through the city and head back to the castle, where the shade of your grandfather awaits. And so we basically save this game and make our final approach. We came pretty far, got some cool items, and, well, it all came in handy. The shade of King Lifthransir rises and greets thee. Welcome, my champion. I sense thou hast been successful in thy quest. The giants have been defeated, and Surtur has been banished to his fiery realm once more. I have had a visitor since thou last wast here. Mighty Thor himself appeared before me, and he is well pleased with thee. By thy courageous efforts, a great evil has been averted, and the gods of Asgard are grateful. The helm is thine to keep as a token of their gratitude. So too is this throne, which is thine by both deed and blood right. At last, after 18 long years, I shall finally cease to roam this mortal plane, and shall rest in peace. The king steps down from the throne and motions for thee to take his place. Valhalla's champions, and you are listed as a winner, a total winner after 131 days, which is, actually only so many hours less than 10 hours, I'm sure. And it also shows all your deaths, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it's part of it. And so you finally come to rule the dungeon, and it says congratulations for winning. Now that was too bad, because I really thought that there was something I was missing. I think, if I'm right, oh gosh, yeah, somewhere. Anyway, aha. So this is where I was. I was at level 13 or so. I had that. Pretty much everything else. Yeah, I had a whole lot of good stuff, but oh gosh, there was a problem. Yeah, I couldn't do that, and I believe I couldn't go up the stairs any further. Anyway, let's see if I can decrypt description. As you enter the darkened room, you reel at the odor that assaults your senses. It is a carnal smell of things long dead, of things that should be dead but aren't. From the shadows, shambling shapes emerge. Their hunched figures belie their strength, and you know all too well the deadly powers these wights possess. Their icy touch can drain your very soul as they seek to steal that which they want but cannot have. So that's when you go to the crypt and you fight all the wights. Unfortunately, I missed that one. And what's even worse, that I had but didn't have, and whatever. I wanted to go up, but then the thing would always crash, so oh well. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this, the last part of Castle of the Winds, and hope you guys will subscribe or do anything else if you want to see other cool stuff. So, take care. Goodbye.